Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking homeschooling. Homeschooling, kindergarten, history, and geography. I know what you're gonna say. We're gonna do history and geography with kindergartners? Yes, we are. We're going to do that. This is about fitting these subjects in right from the beginning. You're really doing a lot of it anyway. You're teaching them with the books. And that is my main message, is that we are teaching with books. And I can't wait to talk about these books. Just going over them, I miss them. I'm like, I miss teaching kindergartners. Kindergartners are so much fun. They are so willing to learn. When we talk about geography, we are talking about their space. Let's think about their space before we get into the terms. When I used to go to the grocery store like all the time, I would let them tell me how to get home. It's really important that they learn where they are and they pay attention. And now that they have car seats and they can really see out the windows compared to when I had my older kids and we didn't have car seats, they can really see where they are, and it's making them like spatially aware. Let them tell you how to get to the grocery store, the gas station, your best friend's house, wherever you go in your world. Let them tell you how to get there and how to get home. I think it's so important and fun. They like it too. When you're out and about, you're accomplishing geography, their geography, which is so important. And we're going to dive into that right now. Up on your screen, first term. We are learning about the 50 states this year. We are teaching them where they live, the United States. What state do they live in? What town do they live in? What's their address? These are the things we're going to accomplish this year. The first book is Smart About the 50 States. It's 64 pages. It's $6.99 on Amazon. It's a really fun book. They are going to love it. You're going to love it. See, I just love these books as much as they do. The next one. Okay, so we're thinking in terms now. I love this way of teaching. We're learning about the things that are happening in the world when they're happening. We didn't get that so much. Maybe a little bit, but we are going to be repetitive all the way through with this. The second book, because it's going to be happening during the first term, is Who Was Christopher Columbus by Bonnie Bader. And this is part of the Who Was series, and I told you we are going to use these books over and over and over again. Columbus Day happens. We're in October. November, the next book, The Story of the Pilgrims by Catherine Ross. It is $3.99 on Amazon. Perfect way to start talking about the pilgrims. I love keeping the subjects consistent. That's another thing. It's like, sometimes you'd be like learning something different in science that's in another totally different era, and then you're learning history. What I like to do is keep everything together. What we're learning about in history, we're learning about in science. We're doing art and music about it. We are making them united. We're with the books, with English, with everything. It's all going to fit together like a perfect puzzle. So I like to look at it. On to the second term. We're going through the second term into December, January, February. I did not fill in these books for any of your holidays. You can do that on your own. Add those in. That's your own preference as to what they're learning during the holidays. That's something you can fill in. At least accomplish these 3 books during the term. We're going to move on in the geography to the National Geographic Kids Beginners United States Atlas. Love this book. It's $11.64, a little pricey, but you're going to love this book. It's worth every penny. 128 pages. This is when you're going to start getting them to not only just know their address, now they're going to start to write it down. You're going to show them in the book their state, their city, have them write down their address. Really important, especially you can use your printing books for this. Next, we go into February. That's President's Month. So we have Who Was George Washington, which is $5.79. Who Was Abraham Lincoln, which is $5.99. Really important when you're reading these books. Read them slow. They're little books, but take your time with them. Read them slow, page by page, and show them on the 50 states, the National Geographic book that you have, where George Washington grew up, where he was from, where was Abraham Lincoln from, what did the United States look like? Get them used to the idea of the states and the history, hence history of it. Who was George Washington? Why was he important? Why is celebrating President's Day so important with these 2 presidents? it is really fun to teach them about this stuff as it's happening. I truly believe that. Now we're on to the third term. It's spring. It's getting nice outside. We've got to keep their attention. That's what has to happen. You're in a mode of, I got to finish this up. I have so much to do. And they're in the mode of, okay, they might be getting a little tired of school by now. Now they're like, I want to get outside. I want to play, which is what we'll cover too. We've still got 3 more books to do. So we have my favorite Atlas of the World, that which is another National Geographic. It's well worth it. They will read it over and over again. You can use it because now you've done the states for the first 2 terms. You've done the United States. So show them on the world. Now they can see the bigger picture. I love that. It's like starting with their small little world and we're just expanding it as they go for this year. Who was Betsy Ross? Let's start learning a little bit of history about the flag. It all ties in. You will love how this fits in. Last, This Is Washington, D.C. I love the This Is book series of different places. This one, the Who was Betsy Ross? Did I say that was $4.89? This Is Washington, D.C. is $9.07, 64 pages. I know some of these books are pricey. I promise you, especially if you have more than 1 children and this is your first year homeschooling, your oldest, you're going to have them in your house. They're right there at your disposal. It's worth every penny. To recap these 9 books and what we've done with history and geography, by the end of the year, they should know their address, be able to write down their address. They should be able to look at the United States map and pick out where their state is. Even surrounding states, if you live like on a border of other states, you can always like get them to know the surrounding states too. I'm in Pennsylvania, New Jersey is right there. It was always really fun to know because we'd go to the Jersey Shore. Seeing it on a map, it's like, where are we going? What direction are we going in? That kind of stuff. You will want to do that. Then we're learning a little bit about the Pilgrims. So we're learning a little bit about, where did it all start? And we're starting with the first president. And then Abraham Lincoln in the second term, who was also a really important president. And why was he important? Just giving them a little bit to go on for these upcoming years. Then on the third term, we open it up to the world and we have them pick out, where is the United States in the world? Put a map of the world. Where's the United States? What's above it? What's below it? Where are the oceans? This book is going to introduce all of that to them. They should be able to tell if you're on the West Coast and you got the Pacific Ocean, if you're on the East Coast and you got the Atlantic Ocean, if you're in the middle, you're between the 2 oceans. Have them know things like that and be able to answer those questions. And then, of course, the capital, Washington, D.C. It should be something they know by the end of this year. They should be able to answer that question. What is the capital of the United States? Then in this book, you're going to go on and on and on about the different things, the White House, where the president lives, who the president today is. I hope you like this. I love, love, love. I have used this curriculum for a long time. And all I can tell you is that it works and it's easy. And that's all we need, right? It works and it's easy. What more can we ask for homeschooling? That's why I'm here to show you how easy this can be, which I say over and over again. I know too much. Have any questions below? I will put everywhere you can find me, email me, message me, comment. If you think that there are better books or you've come across a better book, I always want to hear if you come across better books because I'm always trying to refine it. I always want to know, because I look on Amazon all the time. I want to know if there are better books out there. I want them. I want to put them in. I want to fit them in. There's always books coming out. Sometimes you can go on Amazon and try to look for it, but they're going to promote the books they're going to promote. And you have to kind of go deep into the pages. But if you know of one that you think it'd be really good for me, please, please, please let me know. Thank you, everybody, for watching. As we go on, I can tell you, because I looked ahead, because last time I was like, I don't even know what I'm doing ahead. I've already got it all written out. It's art and music is the next one. That is really fun and so important. Public school, they don't get so much art and music anymore. But I think it's really important for them to get both. Thank you for watching. Please hit like, please subscribe. I'm doing videos all the time right now because I'm home. I don't know if I can keep up with this schedule once I go back to work, but I'm home now. Until my next video.